right, you're tuned in for the Power and Energy News Channel, ESI Africa. In this episode, I am speaking with Ursula Wellmann from the Atlantis Special Economic Zone. Ursula, just to start off with, what is your role within the Atlantis Special Economic Zone?
Hi Nicolette. I look after skills, enterprise and community development for the Atlantis Special Economic Zone.
And just to give our viewers a bit of a background, where is the Special Economic Zone?
Well, yes, Atlantis, some think is not part of Cape Town, but it is very much part of Cape Town in the northern kind of suburbs, or rather called Metro North, but it's on the way towards the west coast, so nicely hugged in between the N7 and the R27 West Coast Road. You'll find Atlantis. Right. And that's where the Special Economic Zone, well in our case specifically designated for green technologies, is.
So yeah, at Enlit Africa you are part of the Green Hub that is showcasing quite a few companies that are developing really innovative technologies. Are some of these based in Atlantis?
Yes, well, I mean, what we have here today is one of our projects that we've rolled out in the community. So the Lula Lab Foundation are presenting, you know, what it is that they do. It's a very innovative program and project that's rolling out or has installed solar-powered geysers, but not really the type you would typically think of, especially because in this instance the geysers are made from recycled plastic and using recycled cool drink bottles to actually store the water and heat the water. So it's a very innovative project. And then the involvement actually on the Green Hub really emanates from our involvement obviously with both the provincial government. I mean, Westgrow is a partner of the hub, so is Green Cape, the Green Sector Development Agency, and then naturally us as the go-to or choice destination for investors for green technologies, you know, to manufacture those within the Western Cape. You know, that is why we're in partnership there with the on the innovation or the Green Hub.
Right. There's been a lot of talk around, when we talk around innovation and SMEs, around skills development. What is your role in that and where do you see it progressing?
So we've actively invested in skills development in the community for a number of years already. It's included a range of initiatives that have been implemented in the community. I mean, some of those focus on training and skills development as early on as foundational phase. You know, taking the pipeline development perspective of readying, you know, Atlantis community members for increased job opportunities. I mean, skills and adequate green economy skills, or suitable rather, green economy skills are necessary. Critical even, you know, to kind of tap into these opportunities. So there's been a range of skills development initiatives that, you know, have also seen us train technical courses, water and energy obviously, super relevant. I mean, in our case, focused on renewable energy. I mean, the growth of the renewables industry isn't only a driver obviously for our investors and our manufacturers, but we're also seeing it as a key income or job opportunity for the community, if we're looking, for example, at the energy installations or solar installations.
I'm glad you mentioned solar installations, because solar technician seems to be the job title that is trending at the moment. Could anybody be a solar technician, and what exactly does a solar technician do?
Well, good question. I mean, I think anybody can be a solar technician. I mean, I think it's an industry and a sector that desperately needs more female representation, and there's really nothing that could stop a woman or, you know, aspiring to that type of career. Being a solar installer really would require skilled training, and you can kind of enter that kind of progression at various stages. You could, for example, focus on just the mounting elements, if you say working on a kind of rooftop scenario, or you can look at the utility scale and kind of aspire to maybe even engineering level. So I think the solar industry also presents so many opportunities, and I mean that is just looking at installation. I mean, then if we look at the kind of accounting elements, the financials, obviously around the bidding time, all of these types of elements, legal, these are exciting careers that we try and also present to the community as opportunities within the green economy.
That's very good to know, very good to know that it's not just being a technician, there are other job opportunities around that.
Oh yes.
So one of the questions that is always raised is, do I need to understand the engineering side of things? And I think that answers it. No, you don't always need to have that, but it's always good to have it. So in terms of the companies that you are working with, do you have a list of preferred solar installation providers that you give to the market?
So that type of information we would rather refer through the likes of Sapfire's PV Green Card. That is a recognized list of accredited providers, managed through the industry. Us, when we are looking at wanting to procure locally, for us it's a focus around local, supporting businesses locally. So naturally, if and when we want to get a solar installation, for example, installed, we would first prize look for a local installer from Atlantis, needing naturally the requirements as per the city's rules and regulations. So it's really a combination of the two.
And there's been a lot of change in regulation at the moment that is then spurring that market on. So besides solar installations, what else is the Atlantis Special Economic Zone focused on?
So aspirationally, or not just that, I mean, we really want to, or we commit to UNIDO's eco-industrial park standards. So we really aim towards net zero. So that's going to speak to our energy generation for the park and our tenants, but also in terms of how do we work with our resources, minimizing, of course, waste, or rather unlocking circular economy opportunities for the waste. And then water, I mean, it remains a hot topic in Cape Town, and obviously looking at how we can optimally either reuse water, and yes, I mean, all of the elements around net zero and how that translates into benefits then also for our investors.
Right. And just for our audience, Day Zero was all about us reaching a point of no return in terms of our water resources, potable water. So that is a very key element to be looking at the Special Economic Zone. Ursula, thank you so much for sharing that with us. Yeah. And I look forward to seeing the businesses that are going to come out of that area.
Brilliant, thank you.
Right, and thank you for watching. Please share and like and subscribe to ESI Africa for more of this type of content.